Hey guys, welcome to your first Soundtrap lesson. All right, this is if you are interested in music production. Again, if you would like to be a part of music production, please let me know. I will add you to our roster. All right, we're gonna go ahead and get started with the lesson. So everything is that we're doing right now, we're gonna start from scratch because a lot of you guys are using this application for the first time, including myself. I've had the chance to play around with it, but really this is for you guys to kind of get started. All right, so what we're going to do is I will show you guys where you need to go. Soundtrap.com is where you go. Once you're once you have your login information, your name will show up at the top, so you should already be logged in. If you need to log in, you're going to go ahead and do that at the top right hand corner. All right, after you do that, this is what my studio looks like. On my first page, my homepage, it's got my projects. I can see the word studio and collaborate. Studio is where you go to make your music. If you want to work with someone else on a project, on a song or a beat, you will go to collaborate and you can connect with someone in your group. All right, so I have AC Music Production. So far, I've only got 7 folks signed up for music production. I've got Taryn, I've got Josiah, I've got Larry, Nehemia, Rashid, and Brene. If you would like to join music production, like I said, please email me, all right? And I'll just add you. So the first thing you're gonna do is go to Studio, all right? Studio is where we are going to make the beats, the music, all the things. You have the option of also making a podcast. I'm certain that if you would like to make a podcast, we can talk about it and have topics that you guys want to do. So this is the first page that you will open up to. You've got new project and you've got demos. All right. The demos already have beats that are made for you that you can build up on. All right. But let's go ahead and start a new project. So first thing you can do is title your song and change it. So I'm just going to call it beat, my fly beat. I'm going to call it a fly beat. It may not be that fly, but we'll see. So what you can use to make these beats. Patterns Beat Maker. That's the first thing I showed you guys. If you have a keyboard at home, as in something that plays the piano electronically, you can plug it up into the computer using a USB and it'll sync with it and you can make beats using your piano. You can add a new track. You can import a file that you already have. You can also invite a friend, right? Again, that's more so for collaboration. Importing a file. So I have some songs that my friends make and they send music files to me. You can import a music file and you can make a beat on top of that, or you can record your voice. All right, this is also for you to use for singing. You can use for rapping, you can use for poetry, you can use for whatever you want to do, honestly. So it's pretty versatile, and that's what I really like about Soundtrap and music production in general. So here's where you can choose what you're going to use, right? So we're starting with machines. It's vanilla, as in this is pretty basic. You can do varsity, Foley. You can change it to other, danger, harsh, funker. All right, that sounds like it's going to be more intense. Dist curve. A lot of this is just playing around. Garage kit. All of these are different instruments that you can use for making your beats, right? Low funk hard. Obviously, it's going to be some low funk. I don't know what low funk is. Slam funk. So let's go ahead and choose something interesting. Smack King. You have the ability to change the heftiness of the sounds using all of these knobs. All right, so you can make this one go higher. You can make the reverb more. The reverb is like the bounce back. You can do the pan. You can make the volume more intense. All right. And you can also add effects, which is bass, treble, pan, volume, all of that. Again, this is stuff that you just have to play around with to really understand what it means to add bass, right? Think about bass. When you're listening to a song and the whole car is shaking, you know, because it's just really messing with your speakers. You hear that boom, right? And the treble also has a similar effect, right? So on this section, you can add the different beats that you want to have, right? So right now I only have 3 instruments playing, but I can add another instrument. I'm going to keep it at 4 for now. This is the list of instruments that you have that are available for you, all right? All of these instruments, you really need to, again, play around with them to see what they sound like. If I have a crash and I want to do straight crashes, that's what it'll sound like. All right, so let's try that again so that you guys can hear it. Let me turn up the volume real quick. Come on, volume, go. All right. And I'm going to repeat the same so that you can just hear what it sounds like. So that's what a crash cymbal is, right? We all know what a crash cymbal is. It's that big giant thing that goes crash. The rest of these instruments are based off of what you would see if you were playing the drums, if you were playing a drum set. So we've got a snare, you've got toms, you've got crashes, you have, let's see if there's any more. Yep, there are more. You got a few more toms, a rim shot, you've got the ride, the hi-hat, the pedal. So all of these you can select for each of your beats, right? So for the first one, I do want to keep my crash, but for the next one, I think I'm going to change it to a snare, snare 2. I'm going to change from the hi-hat to the kick. And I'm going to change this hi-hat to, something mid-tom, all right? Now, because you have all of these squares for making a beat, I don't know if you guys have ever seen a beat board, but it's very similar to this, right? So what I'm gonna do right now is just create a beat, right? I can layer my beats. So I could have 4 all in the same row, right? Mind you, this isn't gonna sound great, but I'm just showing you guys how this looks. So all I'm doing is selecting the squares, clicking on all of them all the way down. You can keep going this way to continue the beat. And up top here, this is where the beat, this is how long my beat is, right? It only went for about da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da. There were about 4 counts in there, or 8 counts, sorry. What you want to do is make sure that you pay attention to how fast it's going. If you want it to go slower, you have the ability to change it up, all right? But it's up to you how you want your beats to work. So let's hear what I've selected. All right, so that was a lot of heavy. That was a lot of drums. Let's go backwards. So when I'm done playing the beat, right, I press stop. This is the button for rewind. All right, and I can unselect what I've done because I don't really like it. You can move to instruments. Instruments are a little bit easier if you're more visual in terms of like, oh, I know that's where the crash is. That's where the other crash is. Right? This is where the foot pedal is. This is where the snare is. You can identify where all the drums are and make your beat based off of that, right? So again, it's just a lot of playing around. You can always change what it looks like in terms of the different kits that you're using. And we're going to move on to music. All right. So the music beats that are already here for us, we can add on to it, right? These are different beats that are already made for you. Some of them are guitar patterns, just strumming, electric bass. This is really cool because it really breaks down other things that you can use that you can add together. All right? You've got beats that are pre-made. We've got, let me see. I know that I'd probably go for EDM, so I would choose an EDM beat. Let's see what they got. Cool. Let's see what it sounds like if we're in hip hop. Ooh, I don't know about that. You can change the scales. So minor scale, major scale. Let's see what we've got when we've got sounds. Interesting. What do we have for sounds? Let's click out of this. Let's go to sounds. Wow, so you've got other things that are on here, like an air horn, a bicycle ride sequence. That's really cool. A bus ride in China. It's not really playing. There we go. That's cool. So you can layer upon different scenes that are happening. I love this. I love Soundtrap. My bad. All right. So, other things that you can do. You can, this is another button to collab, invite who you're with, all right? And you can also video and text chat and build in the studio. So you guys can have a video virtual meeting and collab together and work on the same beat together, which is, again, I love it. You can, You can share your beats. This is where you're going to share with me, all right? I didn't really do a project, but when you're done making your first beat, I want you to share it with me, and that's what we're going to work on as our first follow-up assignment. So what I'm gonna do right now is go back to the original Soundtrap site, and let's go ahead and start with our first video.
Hi, and welcome to Soundtrap for Education. I'm Taylor, and I'll take about 3 minutes in this video to help you get set up with Soundtrap. I'll go through a quick tour and show you how to best administer your accounts, including how to import students and set permissions, as well as where
That's not for you guys. Let me see. Lesson plans. Let's see. Resources. Here we go. All right. Sorry, guys. We're going to go to How to Studio. All right, there we go.
Welcome to Soundtrap. Here, you'll learn the basics of the Soundtrap Studio with the Patterns Beatmaker, the Loop tab, MIDI instruments, and audio recording. We will also show you how to collaborate with other creators. Get started with the Patterns Beatmaker by adding a track. Choose drums and beats, and create your own beat by clicking on the boxes. You can also add new drum sounds by adding new tracks to Patterns. Here, you can change what type of drum you want to use for your beats. You can change the preset while you have the beat playing back to find the perfect sound. Soundtrap also has over 5,000 loops and sounds available for you to use. To start exploring, click on the Loop tab, browse loops by genre, instrument, or type of sound. Click on a loop once to listen, click on it twice, or drag and drop to add it to the studio. The loops that you add will automatically adjust to the tempo and key of the rest of the project. In Soundtrap, you can collaborate with anyone, wherever you are, on any device. To start a collaboration, click on the Collaboration tab. Click on Invite to choose how you want to invite your collaborator. You can video chat to share your ideas, face-to-face. Make sure to check that the microphone you're using is selected in the video chat settings. Your collaborator can now add tracks, loops, or record audio in the same project. You'll be able to see each other's changes once you've saved and synced. To add a MIDI instrument, click on Add Track and choose Piano and Keyboards. Here, you can choose to either play on your computer keyboard or plug in a USB keyboard. If you click on Piano Roll, you can draw notes, move them around, or edit recorded notes. To choose Instrument, click on the Instrument Preset button and choose from hundreds of instruments. When you're ready to record, click on the red Record button and wait for the countdown. Click the spacebar to stop recording. To record vocals, add a new track, choose voice and microphones, then plug in your microphone. You can also use your computer's internal microphone to record vocals. If you choose to use a USB microphone or audio interface for your audio recording, make sure to choose it in the input setting. Click on the record button and wait for the countdown. Once you're done with your recording, remember to save. To record your electric guitar or bass, connect your audio interface to the computer and plug in your instrument. Click on Add Track. Choose Guitar and Bass Amp and make sure to choose the audio interface in the input settings. To choose what amp preset you want, click on the presets. Click on the Record Enable button on the track. We recommend using headphones when recording. So there you have it. You've learned the basics of the Soundtrap Studio. Now, it's your turn to get creative.
All right, so they pretty much went over the same thing that I did, except a little more in depth. So I'm gonna go ahead and give you guys your follow-up work. Your follow-up work is to create a beat using the beat maker. Let's stick with something simple and start with the drums because the drums are already preset on here. You're more than welcome to use any other instrument that you would like to, but let's go ahead and keep the drum and beats. And again, remember you can add more instruments if you want to make your beats more intense. Make sure you save, make sure you title your song, and make sure you share it with me so that I can, you know, go ahead and check you off for getting your assignment done. And that's it for music production, guys. That's our first lesson. Thanks for hanging out, and I can't wait to hear what you guys come up with. Peace out. See ya.